And I'm going to mention everything that I mentioned so far again. We are going to play Kahoot, guys. Kahoot. So get your Kahoots ready. Give me just a second. Where are we? Okay. Let me see where we are going. Let's do this one. And start. And I'm going to mention, okay, there. And here. Actually, full screen. 1 second. Let me see what's going on. Classic. Okay, there. That's working now. And now you can join either with a QR code or by going to your app or by going to kahoot.it and then introducing the game pin and then your name. Or you can just simply use the QR code. Joy is in. Maria is in. Oh, these guys are fast, huh? Okay, I guess that some of you might have issues or might be on a device that is not comfortable for you to be going and coming and, you know, switching screens. So you can also do it, you know, like by, you know, just answering your mind. Simple. Okay. Don't worry. Okay. And let's play. Shall we or shan't we? What do you think? Shall we? Sure. Let's do it. And it's on, my friends. All right. So here's the direction.
Sorry, again, what is the pin?
The pin is 722 8804.
Thank you. I got it.
All right. Here's the direction. The directions. Complete the questions and give short answers to each. Use simple present or present progressive. Let's do it. Example. You remember our high school teacher. Okay. This is a general fact. In general facts, simple present. Do you remember? Okay. That was the example. Example. Do you remember our high school teacher, Duvernay? How do you answer? Yes. And then just type in, I do. Real simple. It is real simple. A real simple exercise. And that's it. It's a question. It's a question. All right. It's a question. See what happened. Review answers. Needs. Okay, we need to use what is in the parentheses. This exercise is also good because you understand the logic of the Kahoots, how I write them. The stuff that I put in the parentheses is what you need to use to complete the blank. Okay. So this would be the right structure because the question, do Tom and Liz need new clothes for the trip to Miami? This one was close. Tom and Liz do need that, but you need the do here to make it a question into a question. Do they need is this is acceptable. It's fine. I could say this is also possible. Okay. Do they need? Sure. Okay. But try to use the names that I give. Okay. Or if I use a pronoun, then by all means use the pronoun. Great. Thank you very much. And let's move on.
This is the brakes.
Yeah.
Do they need is the brakes.
Exactly. Joe is winning, by the way. And He didn't get it either. Now here, answer. Careful with the spelling. If you use contractions, careful with the spelling. I want to be very anal, muy detallista con esas comillas, que sí sean comillas y no tildes, porque ahí se restan puntos en exámenes en computador, de lo más bobo. Okay? Yeah, they don't. Because the question is do, right? So don't. Present, present. They do not. It's also possible, but more emphatic. Okay? So the difference in tone between these two is this one is completely standard. Okay? Disaffected. No, they don't. But here there is affectation. Okay? Maybe the person has already said it at least 3 times before to the same person, and the person asks again, do Tom and Liz need new clothes? I don't know if you told me. No, they do not. And please don't ask me again, okay? So that would be the level of the tone here when you separate. So pay attention just for a minute. If you separate those contractions, normally you're going to sound angry or emphatic. So just so you know, okay? And there's your answers. Careful with this. And okay, let's go on. Llegué tarde is winning. All right. Bo and Mo. How about those two guys, huh? Is this a question? Yes. Boom. Excellent. Number one is a question. Okay. So that auxiliary, in this case, to be, goes, in the front of the whole phrase. Are. And it's are because it's two people, Bo and Mo. And then boxing, ing. Got only one answer. Would see what else you had. Do. Careful. Do is when you're talking habit, like fact, general truth, generalization. But here, pay attention to this. See that? Right now, that's your clue. That's your cue. And that's where you know that you have to use the progressive, which is specific to the moment, temporary, only right now. Okay? It would be a different situation with do Bo and Mo box. Do Bo and Mo box at that gym as a general habit, as a routine. But here we're being specific about the right now. Okay, so always be looking at the context because that's where you get all the information, especially on tests, on tests. When you're taking a test or an exam, you have to be careful because the text that you get is also the context. And that's where you need to pay attention because that's where it's going to tell you what to put there for an answer. Yeah, sure. You can also say do Bo and Mo, but not with right now. That's what I mean. All right. Llegué tarde has been displaced by Gerald. And she's driving, by the way. Gerald is driving, so shame on you guys. She's driving and she's winning. It's a question. And
I'm
then there's
here.
the answer.
I'm home. I'm finished to drive.
Good job. That juice looks good. I love banana smoothies. Good, 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 good. Okay. I see that everybody went for the standard. They aren't. No, they aren't. And these other options, emphatic, just so you know. Possible, but you risk being misunderstood as an angry person. No, they're not. You're angry? Why? Why are you always angry? No, they aren't. They're grabbing a snack at the juice bar. Okay, great. Pete, now. It's a question. And the answers, okay. Careful is does. Why? Because we use does every time that we ask questions about a person, singular, or an animal in the singular, does. Okay. All right. No questions there, right? This is like obvious. Or if anybody has any questions, no question is stupid. I would like to hear your question and I'll give it, you know, a fair answer. Similar to the correct, do Pete believe? Careful, do, not for Pete. Though I'm going to make one specific observation. Informal language, I don't want to profile, que es como uno concentrarse y como separar a las personas. I don't want to profile any ethnic group or type of person, but there's some people that can say this informally. It sounds good to them. And it sounds good when they say it, but I don't recommend that you say it. Unless all of your friends say this. If your friends say, hey, do Pete believe? Fine, it sticks to you. Se vuelve normal. But it's not grammatically correct. But people say it? Yes, people say it. People say it. And here, well, here was just a slip, you know, like a slip of the finger, I guess. The spit. The speed.
Ya porque mañana.
No, ya hace años.
Is Pete believing?
Hasta mañana.
Is Pete believing? Now that one doesn't work. Why not? Does anybody know? Does anybody know why I don't say is Pete believing? Maybe.
Además, congele y descongele.
No, no. Ella más bien es por respeto.
Does anybody know why I can't say is Pete believing? Can anybody give me a reason? I know it's a loaded question, right? Están ahí ustedes como que, es una trampa. Es una trampa.
Because the sentence.
Juanca, suena muy pasito.
Because the sentence doesn't express the line, the time.
Okay. I understand your point of view.
Because expression is saying like, is this? I forget it.
Because maybe because believe is not a verb.
Yeah, it's still happening. It's still happening in this.
That's
moment.
what I wanted to hear. Pay attention to what Alexander said. And then we can fix it because he needs a little bit of fixing, but he's onto something very good. I wanted to hear this. Alexander, can you say it again?
Sure. I'm not sure about that because believe is not a verb. It's not a verb.
Alexander is saying that it is because believe is not a verb. Do you agree or disagree?
Disagree, believe a verb. No.
Believe is a verb. That's right.
Believe is a verb.
I think that is present continuous. It's not present continuous. It's the reason for it's not ing.
Exactly.
Another reason could be that the question express a permanent behavior of Pete.
Okay. However, sometimes in the context, we're not going to find, I mean, like not for tests, not for tests. When you take a test, if a test is designed well, it should have all the information you need, okay? There is no need for exogenous information to enter the moment of taking a test and doing right. Everything should be on the test itself. However, here, if I change the verb, I could still make this progressive. Obviously, it wouldn't be the best decision for a test, but it's possible. Like when I said, I'm running again. There was no reference to the temporary, but I could do it, right? So my best answer was kind of close to what, or I tend to what Alexander said, but I also see what Edward says, and I'm going to bring the two together. It's because believe is a special verb. It's a verb, but it's a special verb. What Alexander wanted to say and what Eddie wanted to say in their own ways is that believe is not an action. So because it's not an action, is not going to take the progressive form. Non-actions don't take the progressive form. The non-action verbs are also called state verbs. Believing is a state, is not an action. Loving is not an action, it's a state. I love you. You don't say I'm loving you. I mean, you can say I'm loving it, McDonald's, but obviously it's an antic of marketing. It's un truco de mercadeo. But in reality, with those verbs that don't express actions, but like believe, sentiments, states of mind, of being, of spiritual being, of emotional being, they are not ever used in the progressive. Okay? So it's impossible to say Pete is believing. Even if I said right now, I can't say Pete is believing in Santa Claus right now. Okay? Pete believes in Santa Claus right now. Never before. And now he believes in Santa Claus because pulled on the beard. You know, look at that beard. Let me see if I can show you. Let's go back to, can I show you? I click on it. No, sorry. That was a very nice beard. Did you see that? That's a very nice beard. So even if it's right now, at the end of the sentence, right now, at this moment, I still cannot say Pete is believing. I can only say Pete believes. That's it. Geraldine.
Teacher, how about the verb think?
Depends, because think has to say uses. I'm
Think
thinking
like an action
exactly.
of my mind, or a think in similar to belief.
Exactly. When it's similar to belief, which is not an action, you cannot make it progressive. Okay. For example, I believe in you, or I think you can do it. You don't say, I'm thinking you can do it. No, I think you can do it. Maybe people can say, I'm thinking you can do it, but that's mañé. Mañé is unsophisticated for the ones that don't know it. So, igual uno en español, pues también, a mí me está gustando tanto esta sopa, pero ¿qué es eso? Ah, eso no suena muy raro. Me está gustando mucho esta chimichanga. ¿Qué le echaron? Right? Strange.
Pero es como una modificación que nosotros le hacemos al lenguaje porque en sí no está tan correcto hablarlo
No es
así.
tan correcto que digamos tampoco en español. ¿Sí? So, you know, like there's a point there that needs to be debated, and maybe you should keep a flexible stand on the issue. People might say things that are not grammatically correct, and maybe you're part of the group and you start to say them. But until you become part of that group, speak the way everybody does correctly, which is, I believe in you. No, I'm believing in you. All right, there you go. That was a very interesting point. Thank you very much for bringing that up, Alexander, Eddie, and Geraldine, and Juan Carlos. All right, so let's move on. Now you know it. Now the question that you have for ChatGPT is, what verbs are not used in the progressive? ChatGPT, give me a list of 100. That's it. Yeah, because then you're going to be like, oh, but teacher, before we finish, can you give me more verbs that are examples of ChatGPT? ChatGPT, give me 100 examples of verbs that are not used in the progressive form, or state verbs, or stative, stative, S-T-A-T-I-V-E. Give me 50 examples of stated verbs, or give me 100 examples of state verbs or non-action verbs, etc. That's it. You got your ChatGPT is like my substitute teacher. And all right, moving on. Gerald. Wow, Gerald. Shouldn't you be like one level up? I'm starting to hate you a little bit. You win too much. I'm just kidding, obviously. All right, next question. Type your answers. It's an answer. It's an answer. You have to type in the answer. Boom. Okay. Yes. But remember that the rule is yes, subject, and auxiliary for short answers, right? So yes, he does. I noticed that some of you forgot the pronoun, right? And yes, you don't need to use yes, careful. You only put in there what is missing in the blank, okay? Yes is already there. So that's why this one is wrong, but it's effectively right, yeah? Pete does, fine. Yeah, I see your point. Maybe I didn't include it. Maybe I don't know. I think it's my mistake, my bad. I should have put that option as well, okay? Pete does, you're right. Yes, Pete does. Yes, Pete does. Okay, but I think it is. But if we're completely honest, we have to become sometimes like we have to become also normalized. We have to become normalized. A lot of people don't use the name in short answers because it would again sound emphatic or angry. Yes, Juan Carlos does. Yes, Pete does. It's like, duh, are you stupid? Yeah, so maybe in order not to have any misunderstandings, yes, he does. ¿Ah? ¿Cómo les parece? El profe siempre tiene la razón.
Me cambió la punta en las dos.
¿Cómo les pareció? ¿Ah?
Me cambió la punta en las dos. Vamos al bar, vamos al bar.
Lo salvé, lo salvé.
No, okay. Vamos a ir, veamos el bar.
Gerald, good job, girl. And Maria and Llegué Tarde, also great. Nancy, it's a question.
I can write my answer.
Okay, look at the answers. Careful, right? This one was close. Our Nancy. But remember, Nancy is singular, one person. Every time one person, then is or does. In this case, is. This one was the correct one. Something interesting to discuss. Do you think that when somebody says this, when somebody asks this question, is Nancy making curtains for her kitchen now? What do you think? Nancy is working doing that at this very moment or not necessarily? What do you think? I repeat my question. Es una conversación y alguien pregunta a la otra persona, ¿Is Nancy making curtains for her kitchen now? Entonces nos podríamos imaginar que Nancy en este momento, en efecto, está cosiendo en su máquina de coser, o eso no necesariamente tiene que ser el caso. It's my question. What do you think?
When say now, I think that is in this moment.
It makes sense because depends on the context. Because if the context, Nancy told the person that she is gonna do this duty, so it's normal question.
I agree with Eddie because now is a reference of time.
I like both answers. Me gustan ambas respuestas. Les voy a explicar por qué. Si yo digo, is Nancy making curtains for her kitchen now? Es porque oigo, por ejemplo, por allá. Entonces yo hago esta pregunta, ¿cierto? Tiene lógica. Pero escuchen el tono de mi voz. Oh, is Nancy making curtains for her kitchen now? Because I can hear something. Ah, yes, she is. Okay? So she's doing it right now. However, listen to my tone. Is Nancy making curtains for her kitchen now? Se desordena a toda hora por toda parte. Le da por hacer cojines, ya que cortinas, ya que va a seguir haciendo entonces, almohadas, cobijas, ¿qué va a hacer? Tapetes. No le aguanto uno con los hilos tirados por toda la casa. The tone changed. It's a complaint. It's a complaint. And Nancy can be watching a movie on Netflix right now. But when I enter the house and I see all that mess, I'm like, no. Is Nancy making curtains for her kitchen now? No. Yo no me aguanto esto. Example. Got it? So pay attention. What I'm trying to give you as an example is that it's not completely written on stone. That's what you learned today. Yes.
Excuse me, I have a question. So if Nancy is not talking about like the present progressive, like it's happening recently, as you just said. So it is not present progressive, it's like another kind of grammar. It's exactly like when you say I'm running again, like I'm running again. So that's not present progressive, it's another kind of.
Very interesting question, Maria. I love it. Is the present progressive altogether? The present progressive is the name of a conjugation, but that conjugation has different applications. Present progressive doesn't mean specifically that happens at the moment of speaking. No, that was something that was taught to us in school. But now I want you to make a switch. Present progressive is the name of to be in present, am, is, are, and the ing as the form of the verb.
Mm-hmm.
That's the name present progressive. That it applies to that. But it's different applications. Depends on more or less on something that happens temporarily.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? It can be dealing with the situation where the moment is what matters, or it can be dealing with the situation where the thing that is happening is what matters, not necessarily at this moment. And in this case, for example, very much this application is great for you to remember when you're complaining. ¿Ya? Para las quejas. Para las quejas del progresivo es perfecto. Yo tengo una teoría del lenguaje que es muy mía de mí, y es, mientras más palabras utilices, más drama le pones al asunto. Entonces, si yo digo, oh, Nancy makes curtains for her kitchen now. O sea, protesté, pero sin tanto ahínco. Sí, no es tanto protesta, es como sarcasmo. Pero si yo digo, Nancy's making curtains for her kitchen now. Ay, por Dios, ¿y después qué? Tapetes. Right? Entonces, el progresivo enfatiza o pone el punto como que en el momento, pero muchas veces puede ser más la situación que ocurre o el momento. Aplicaciones es hablar de lo temporal, definitivamente, o lo que se está haciendo en el momento, que igual es temporal, o de algo que a uno no le gusta y por ende se queja, ¿sí? Ejemplo, para los que tienen niños, you're always leaving your toys all over. Siempre deja los juguetes tirados por toda parte. You're always leaving your toys all over the place. You're always leaving your socks there. You take them off, take them to the hamper. No, you don't. You're always leaving them there. Típica mamá pone cantaletosa, ¿cierto? No sé cómo le digan en México, que echa mucha cantaleta. Bla, 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 bla. Entonces a ellos se aplica mucho el progresivo. It's just another use. And let's finish this one up. Let's finish this one up. Okay, next. All right, answer that. Answer quickly. Cada vez velocidad. Ahora que empezamos a utilizar Cahoots, quiero ver velocidad, muchachas y muchachos. Velocidad. No le den mucha mente. Táquete, táquete y mándelo. Si se equivocó, en la próxima aprende. Relax.
No me deja poner respuesta.
¿No deja?
Mm-mm.
Ah, qué extraño. Is this everybody or just Maria? Because it might be...
No, tienes que poner el cursor encima del cuadrito para que te deje escribir.
A mí
Puede
también no me
ser.
dejó en esta y en la anterior tampoco.
No, yo
Puede ser
le di.
conexión. O Kahoot. Hay veces pues que no es perfecto. I'm sorry. She is. Ahora ya la tienen por el mango ustedes muy bien. ¿Por qué no dijeron Nancy is? Porque es muy enfático. O sea, quedan ustedes de enojadas, enojonas, bravas, furiosas, furia, ¿cierto? Yeah, and it's not. No. Is Nancy making curtains for the kitchen now? Yes, Nancy is. Relax. Yes, she is. See? Next and last. La cáscara. I love cáscaras. Esta es una cáscara de banano para que resbalen. Es la cáscara, muchachas, muchachos, es la cáscara. A ver cuántos van a caer redondos. I say casi todos. Vamos a ver. De pronto me equivoco. De pronto you're very intelligent. Me equivoqué. Boom, boom, boom.
She's
3 dijeron lo que era. ¿Ok?
I put
Ahora.
without the pronouns.
You're
Because
right.
because I saw.
You're right. You're
I
right.
write-
You're right. Yes, that was my mistake. I'll fix it. I'll fix it. Sorry. Yes, shouldn't have the she because wait, no. Oh, wait, no, it should have it because yes, she is. Y esto es lo que falta acá para completar la oración. She works on the curtains every night. Okay. A ver, yo will review the answers. However, and I know you're gonna hate me. Ahí es donde Juan Carlos va a decir, ah, ¿sí vio? ¿Sí vio que es que usted se equivoca, parce? Me va a decir Juan Carlos. También pueden decir, she's working on her curtains every night. Pero nuevamente, en tono de queja. Is Nancy making curtains for her kitchen now? Si el tono original es así también. Ay, is Nancy making curtains for her kitchen now? Tú puedes decir, yes, she is. She's working on the curtains every night. ¿Ya? Exasperated, ya incómodo, pues, como que cansona con eso. Esos hilos por toda parte se enreda uno. She's working on her curtains every night. Entonces, esta es una invitación a que piensen en términos de lo que es el progresivo. ¿Qué representa? ¿Sí? Temporalidad, énfasis, drama, ¿sí? Queja. Esas funciones no se conocían antes, ¿verdad? Ahora ya las tienen presentes. Y ahora que empiecen ustedes a leer novelas, yo recomiendo mucho que lean novelas adaptadas para para estudiantes. Se encuentran de esta forma y ustedes dicen, ah, ya entiendo por qué dicen ahí en progresivo. Énfasis, drama, etcétera. ¿Sí? Es eso. Es eso, muchachos. Sigamos trabajando en esto. Les voy a enviar, entonces, de ahora en adelante el arreglo es que les voy a seguir enviando Kahoots en el grupo. ¿Listo? Para que sigamos entrenando. Porque no he podido reparar lo de los cursos con Kahoot, como lo decía más temprano. And that's it, guys. Thank you very much for the time. Today we studied a little bit of grammar. Como se dan cuenta, son 6 días a la semana y únicamente un día le dedicamos a la gramática. Y es porque eso es precisamente lo que para mí representa. La gramática es básicamente el sabor que queda en la boca después de que te tomas algo. Es la gramática. Te queda un sabor o un sin sabor. ¿Sí? Pero la gramática no es lo que te estás tomando. Lo que te estás tomando es el uso que le vamos dando a todo esto y eventualmente al darle uso formamos un punto de apoyo común y ya de ahí en adelante podemos ver gramática y pensar en eso. Pensar en por qué aquí se utiliza, por qué allá no. Y de pronto también podemos darle a eso un tratamiento para que nuestro propósito comunicativo cada vez sea más claro. Ya Adriana sabe, ya Adriana ya lo tiene perfectamente estudiado y ya dijo, de ahora en adelante, si voy a practicar inglés con mis hijos, me voy a quejar mucho. ¿Sí? You're forever. Se lo regalo a Adriana. Ya va a decir, you're forever, you're forever leaving your socks there. Why? Punto. A complaint. ¿Ya? You're always criticizing me. Siempre me estás criticando. ¿Por qué? Why? ¿Ya? Juan Carlos dice, you're always making mistakes in your Kahoots. Why? All right, guys. Thank you very much.
Fab,
And I'll see you tomorrow. Mañana entonces miramos las viñetas, ¿sí? Para esta noche, a las 12 de la noche están listas y ya mañana entonces saco yo mis 2 horitas y las miro y les doy su realimentación y por la noche jugamos con esas viñetas. ¿Listo?
Listo.
And that's it.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
Thank you very much.